Hi there, welcome back. Hey, so big question, press-ups, push-up. Many people find lots of blocks around these, and so we thought we'd just inquire and dive a bit deeper into some of the techniques that we can come through when it comes to really nice, good technique, strong technique, and make sure that all of your muscles where they should be switched on are switched on when it comes to executing a really good press-up. So get yourself, get your mat, or just the ground, and come on in and see how we roll through this press-up tutorial. Thank you for tuning in. Let's talk about, so the beginning of a press-up position, okay, is everything that happens from the ground. We're going to talk about the hand position. So when we're coming into our press-up, you want to claim, I mentioned that we want to claim as much space as we can in the ground. So spreading the fingers out and really landing into the whole of the hand. So really that means pushing in through these knuckles. The knuckles as in here and here. Okay, really squeezing into the ground. Also, a couple of common faults are that we roll through onto our hands, we don't push enough, we don't land as much in the ground as we need to. And so from here, we're in this nice strong position. As we talked about in some of the other videos, the elbows are rotated out gently, and the direction of the elbows will come back towards kind of like a 45-degree angle behind us. Not all the way out, because that makes our thumbs and wrists roll up, and not back here. That would be more in the tricep, a little bit of a stronger press-up position. Now, when we are conducting our press-up, because we're talking about the hands here, I want us to come, bringing our energy in towards, so visualizing that we're pulling the hands in, okay? We're not going to move the hands, but what this does is this gives us access of the chest muscle to help us come up in our press-up, okay? Now, a lot of people think, oh, I'm not strong enough in my upper body to do press-ups, but a lot of it is where and how we engage in through the rest of our body for us to conduct a decent press-up. So when we come in through the rest of our body, so if we're in a toe press-up, okay, which we all want to be in, you really want to think about pushing back into your heels, lifting the belly into the spine, but not here, not lifted up here, okay, squeezing back, and then just holding in this position. So we're going to lift up, straighten out through the backs of the knees, push the backs of the knees up, straight legs, yeah, good. Pushing all the way back, and then just hold in that position. Feel everything is engaged. Visualize you're pulling your belly into your spine, holding on here, holding, and releasing down. And like one of my clients said to me, press-up is a moving plank, because it basically is, okay? So we'll work as you would be in your plank, everything really, really switched on and held on nice and strong. The same thing applies to a press-up. Now, if you feel that you're not on anywhere near a press-up on your toes or your knees, you can use the wall or you can use a chair for your incline, okay? So the higher up you bring your body, so here, strong, higher up you bring your body, the less you're going to feel the intensity in your press-up. But you can do the same thing through your body. So you may be on the wall. Here, the same thing applies with the hands, same thing applies with the feet. And then you're in, the elbows come back in the same way, dropping in, chest comes in, and back up. Head stays in line all the way down, okay? Now from here, if you want to, you step your feet back. So you create more of an angle, okay? You might want to drop your hands slightly, more of an angle, and you're coming down and up, okay? Working in through here. Being aware that as you come into the bottom phase, you're in this position here, okay? Alternatively, you can come to a chair. So you can come into a chair. You can use your chairs One hand on each chair. Push them against the wall so they're not going to slide away from you. Place your hands on so you can see we're coming from here to here. Still an elevation, still lifted up, pushing back into the heels, dropping in. So you're not dropping down here, tipping up, core nice and strong, elbows back, dropping in and pushing away. Dropping down and pushing away. So it is crucial that when I say push away, you push yourself away from the floor. So you're fully controlled. Now, if you feel that you're beginners in press up, do them at quite a good tempo. Down, up, with control. If you feel that you're quite strong, you can change the tempo. The slower that we conduct our press ups, the harder that they're going to feel for you. So when you're coming into your press up position, you're deciding, you might be down on the floor, you might be, now you can do them on your knees, but if we come through that progression with levels, you can stay on your toes, okay? Then we don't change what we're doing in our lower back. Pushing in through here, so dropping down and up. Push the floor away. So it's really important that we engage right up into the shoulders. So all the way down, push all the way up. Now, if you have a look, if I drop down and I come up and I don't engage my shoulders, you haven't finished and you're not in such a strong position at the top, okay? So, a couple of things we need to consider is our back needs to stay in that perfect, straight, long line all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. So if you get to a point where you think, I've got it, the minute you start to lose it, drop out of it, come back in, reconnect. Now your core is essential for press-ups. So all of the cues that we've ever come through in our core work, ribs draw down to hips, okay? So when you're in your press-up position, your ribs, they draw down towards the hips. You engage the pelvic floor. You're pushing strongly through your heels, slightly strong into the glutes, tucking the tailbone slightly under, filling up into the shoulders, dropping down and pushing up. Now your core stability has got to stay the same all the way down and all the way up, okay? And generally, what gives up on us is our core. So we build a nice strong core, you're fundamentally going to be stronger in through your press up, okay? So have a go. Also, have a point where you might come to. So it may be, as you work through, so some of us will have lovely long limbs, and we've got to come a long way down, and a long way up, and a long way down. And if you feel like that, and you've got these beautiful long lean limbs, but you want to build your press-ups, you can use a block. So we can come down onto the block, bringing the chest down to here. So the hands are out rather than, and you've got that point that you come down to each time. So nice strong position, dropping down and pushing up. Dropping down, pushing up, okay? Alternatively, you come down to here, nice and flat. You're in here, push into the heels, engage the core, dropping down, pushing up, down and up, right the way up to the top. Okay, I want to just talk briefly about the neck. So often, if I give press-ups as an exercise in our class or our yoga practice, people will be like, yep, I'm going to get down on my press-up, and they'll do this. And if I give them as a block to use as a point to come down to, have a go. Look, they go down. So, yeah, I'm there, I've got my press up. But we want to, the neck is an extension of the spine, keep it nice and healthy, and pushing back and up in the back of the neck. So you're as long as you can be all the way through here. Chin tucks in, so you're not lifted up, looking forward, and you're not dropping down, okay? If we drop down, we disconnect into the shoulders. Let's push up, back of the neck is up, dropping down and up, down and up, all the way up. Good. Hey, I would like you to implement many of those changes, or just maybe one or two. See how you go, see how many press-ups that you can do. Please start on the wall or maybe down onto the chair. Have a go. Hope this helps. Enjoy your newfound strong press-up position. Om Namaste.